All right, 2 collars. Gentle leader head collar. Ruffwear Front Range front pull. It's a dual pull, but I use it as a front pull. Harness, okay? 2 very different tools. Both of them will change how much your dog pulls right away. Will reduce it considerably. And I want to give you the pros and cons of each. I want to tell you, hush, bud, hush. I want to tell you what works for each of these. I want to tell you what doesn't work for me. And I want to tell you which ones we use as daily drivers, okay? So, I'm going to start, man, there's a lot of mosquitoes out here. I'm going to start with the harness, okay? Hush, hush. This is the Ruffwear front pull harness. It's got 2 clips at the back. Sits on the dog with the front here and the back here. Goes around the barrel part of their chest where the chest tapers, and it fits around the shoulders. You don't want it impeding the shoulders. Leave it, bud. I know you can see people. You don't want it around their shoulders. You want it away from the joints, okay? This works by redirecting your dog. When your dog pulls, you step off to the side slightly, and it just, because the leash wraps around the dog, it turns them. When it turns them, it takes the energy out of their push forward. So what happens is when they push this way, the collar wraps around, and as it wraps, it turns them back towards you. That's the mechanism of these, okay? The key is keeping that catch right here. We don't want it to slip way off so that the dog can continue going in this direction with the catch out there. We want the catch to pull the dog around to face you again, okay? So it goes on like this. These 2 catches, these ones go under the body and come over the back. So, come on. So this part just goes over his head. Ooh dear. Here, bud, here. Bribing him tonight. Jeez, here. Want this? Here. 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 Take it. Take it. Oh, good boy. Okay, so this part comes under his body. Clip on each side. You want it snug, okay? Snug so you can get fingers under, but so that you can't get a whole hand under there. You want it tight. Not tight on the joints though. So this is well behind his leg. It's well in front of his shoulder. This joint is all free, okay? You don't want it impeding their joints. There are other harnesses. Another one I like is the Easy Walk harness, front pull harness. But I do find that it comes onto the shoulder more. I want this shoulder joint free, okay? The key with this, lift your head, bud. It attaches right on this loop. The key with this is when he pulls, I just step off to the side a little bit. This wraps around his body, right? And when he pulls, it turns him around to face me. It takes about 50% of the pull out right away. And 50%'s a lot if you've got a big, strong dog, okay? I like these. I like these because they're comfortable for the dog. I like them because they don't bother the shoulder. I like them because it distributes the pull over their body. I don't like that because it's a front pull, the leash hangs down low. And so if he's going to get, watch out, bud, here. He's going to get a foot caught, that's where he's going to get it caught, right? And you have to unwind it again when you're walking. So that's the only problem I have with that is just that it hangs low. I find it's minimalist, it's comfortable, They can wear it for a long period of time. It's really handy in a canoe because you can grab onto it. I like this harness, okay? I use this. This is a daily driver for me, 80% of the time, okay? And I'll tell you what I used at other times and what my wife uses. So let's pivot to that. Let's pivot to the Gentle Leader. Gentle Leader is a head collar. When you get it and you get it out of the box, it will come out of the box and it'll look like a balloon, okay? The circular part up top, that's for behind the head, right? And this sits high up on the skull, behind the ears. The nose bit is actually hanging down through and has to be pushed up through. You can see it coming up here. This is the nose loop, okay? Nose loop, head loop, all right? And the attachment point is this part that hangs down. Put it on the dog. Just put your hand over the nose loop, you put it over his nose. Whoops, sorry, bud. And you just fasten the catch high up behind his neck, okay? Couple of fingers under there, that's it. It's got to be fairly tight. There's a catch underneath by the clasp or by the leash loop here, okay? There's a clasp under here, and it's meant to adjust this nose loop. And the nose loop, all you do is you adjust it so that you can pull it all the way down to the fleshy part of their nose, but no farther, right? In reality, you can pull it farther because there's lots of play, but that's kind of where the adjustment is. It's quite loose, look. It can come off, okay? The idea with this one, similarly, is that it's going to, again, you're going to want to step out to the side a little bit when you want to change their direction. So look, we'll attach it here. And when we want to change their direction, we just pull to the side and it turns their head. The difference with this one is it turns their head away from the stimulus, away from triggers. That, oh my gosh, there's a lot of mosquitoes out here. When that turns their head, it gets their attention off what they were looking at and it gets it back to us, right? What don't I like about these? You can't use them on a long leash because if the dog hits the end of, stay bud, stay, wait. If the dog hits the end of a leash on a head collar that can turn his head suddenly, you can injure their necks, right? So we don't want to do that. So it has to be on a short leash. With the halter, with the harness, you can use it on a long leash. I don't like that people think that it looks like a muzzle. Now, is it a muzzle? Tell you what, he's eating mozzarella cheese here, but you can see he can, like, this whole mouth can bite. He can drink. He can pant. Now I'm all slobbery. He can pant. Okay? So it's very functional. This first time on will be an 80% reduction in pulling. So for the really big, strong dogs that you're having a lot of trouble with, that you want to be able to train, but you just can't do it, the head collar is the way to go first. Now that said, I love the Ruffwear. As I said, I use the Ruffwear 80% of the time. My wife uses this 100% of the time. She uses the head collar 100%. Because for her, this is how she has the confidence to hang on to like he's 110 pounds. He's a strong boy. Okay? Cheese? Yes? Okay, so you can't let them hit the end of the leash on this though. This has to be on a regular. No, I've got no more right here, but you can't let them hit the end of the leash. This is what you want to use. A 6 foot is the limit. Actually, my wife uses a 10 foot. These two make a massive difference. Massive. For the really big, strong dogs who are yanking you off your feet, I'd go with the head collar right away. For anything just under that threshold of you're getting pulled off your feet, the harness is a good choice too. And the harness is something that you can use with a long leash as well. Gentle leader head collar, a Ruffwear Front Range, front pull attachment. I would say anything else is a waste of time if you've got a dog who is pulling you hard. All right, try it. I'm John, this is Sam. These are all the mosquitoes. And we'll see you later. Come on, bud.